Okay, greetings, Earthlings. Hello, hello, hello. It is day 4 of the BackBeat Music School Going Underground challenge, which is that we are obviously not allowed to see any of your lovely faces at the moment. So we thought we would go online and try and make something cool happen. This week we've been testing it. So on Monday you had a guitar lesson with me. I apologise. You'll get Gareth next week. Tuesday we did some singing, which I've had some absolutely brilliant comments about. People just doing all sorts of completely ridiculous things. Thank you very much. Yesterday we had Ian doing some drumming. I hope that all made sense. I apologise if for some of you the music cut out. We've worked that one out now. Naughty us, apologies. And today we have some keyboards. So today we're going to do Twist and Shout again by the Beatles. That's the end of the teaching for this week. And then we're trying to work out a way that on a Friday we can all get together and do something on Facebook Live and try and kind of all play together, even though we're in different parts of the world. We're still getting to that. We're still working that one out. But that is on its way. So yes, we will get there. I think what we will end up doing is just do a Facebook Live where you'll see like my beautiful face, and then everyone else can kind of type in and say hello and do all that sort of stuff. We don't want to go into private chats and that sort of thing. We want to stay nice and public and make sure that things are going on. Thinking of that, if you have any friends who are saying that they are bored, if you have any groups that you're a part of on Facebook which are saying they need stuff to do, if you're any of that sort of stuff, please share. Please share. We are doing this to kind of keep things going with you guys and say hi. We're doing this to keep ourselves entertained. But it'd be lovely to get some more people into BackBeat, understanding what we're up to and why we're doing it, how it all works, and all that sort of thing. So please do that. I really appreciate it. And also just send me loads of messages. I've been getting so many funny comments about stuff the other day. People's dads trying to sing, that sort of stuff. The drumming yesterday was ridiculous. Noah, my little boy, the BackBeat baby, has been playing drums since 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's not much later now. I've just got up and carried on. So if you hear any banging in the background, I apologise. That's Noah. He's loving the drums. In an unrelated news, hello, Harry and Sibby, my next door neighbours. I will be mowing your lawns later. Please don't complain. So this morning we are going to do some piano. Now, I'm very aware that all the messages that I've had in so far about people wanting to do piano is kind of like, I've had one in the loft forever, I've got a keyboard, or we've got a piano in the corner of the room. We've never done anything with it. We don't know what we're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of keep this quite simple. Also, we don't want to be going on for too long. 20 minutes, I reckon, is maximum time that we want to be doing these sorts of things. So we're going to try and keep it nice and simple. And hopefully, if you are a bit more advanced, we'll put the music down below, and you'll be able to see that what we did with this for our groups before we got closed down was a lot of my kind of intermediate keyboard players are starting to learn how to read music. So what we generally do with the music for the keys at the moment is we'll give them the chords, but we'll also give them a little bit of melody, so they're having to work out the music and work out the notes. So if you are kind of wanting to start to learn how to read music, if you already read music, get involved, just do it. You'll be absolutely fine. We'll get to it. We will get to it. But first what we'll do is we'll start learning some notes and we'll start learning some keys and stuff. So that is the introduction for today, which is great. It's a lot shorter than it's been all week. And next week we're just going to crack on with some lessons. You will see today as we move along that I have remembered to press record on the second camera. I'm just going to check that now. Yes, that is recorded. So you will be able to see that if I come around here and kind of go there. Hello. So I have another camera here. This does worryingly mean that you can kind of see a little bit of what we're up to. So for those of you who are interested, you literally are in my living room. This is my living room at home. For those who've asked, that is a double bass. During the summer, I do a lot of touring, both electrically and acoustically. So the double bass is there to try and convince me to do some practice. Not that we need to this year because it's all been cancelled. So there's that going on. If you look from the camera up here, we'll do a cut to here. You'll see that I have a lovely cup of coffee on the go. I've got several screens. So over here is a screen which has got all my music on it. I have a little thing down here which shows me what's being seen up there, and then we've got a microphone here. So it's really easy to do, actually, once you get working out. I mean, it's not quite how we'd like to do it, because obviously all of our stuff is still in quarantine, which is basically why we're doing it like this. I have managed to procure one of our BackBeat keyboards, so that's good. So this is what you learn if you're at BackBeat. If you're interested in buying it, it's a Roland Go Piano 61. It's not very expensive, and the reason we have it is because obviously we travel around all the time. It's really light and really durable, and they're great. They've got a really nice piano sound, and some other sounds. And the one that all the kids and everybody else loves is this one. That doesn't get annoying at all. Hopefully, if you are having lessons off me at the moment, that is my strike one. Okay, so we're going to go back to piano. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit, just because I don't want us to get completely hooked. And we're going to crack on. So, Twist and Shout by the Beatles. As we know from the other day, if you're learning all the instruments, it's 3 chords. This song, it's 3 chords. It's very, 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 very simple in terms of what notes you're going to play. So if you've never played a piano before, what I would like you to do is get to your piano and look at the keys. And you will find that what we do with the piano is we will always try and work with middle C. Now, middle C is, it probably will sound somewhere around this. So if you can find middle C, that's great. Obviously, if you know what you're doing, you kind of know where middle C is. Basically, that's the starting point to be able to work your way around the keyboard, because the keyboard is basically just kind of, it's, I'll go up to this screen here. It's the kind of 8 notes here. So it goes do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. If you were doing that and you were doing your grade 1, you'd have to do it like this. Beautiful. So that basically gets replicated over the keys, however long your piano is. You'll find that if you've got a piano, your piano will be 88 keys rather than 61, which is fine. You'll still be able to find middle C. It's basically, if you look at your keys, it's the middle one here, so it goes the 3 black notes and then 2 white notes, and it's the top of the 2 white notes. So if I explain that again, so basically look into the middle, you'll see there's 3 black notes, 1, 2, 3, and then next to it's 2 white notes, 1, 2, and it's the higher one. Okay? If you struggle to find that, send me a message. I'm around. We can sort it. Okay. So what we're going to do to start with is we're going to find our middle C, and then we're going to go up 1 white note. So we're going to go from here, we're going to go to here, and we're going to go D. So the keyboard is alphabetical, basically. So it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So we're going to go to D. So that's a D. Okay, so that's our first note that we are looking for, a D. Okay. Then the next note we're looking for is a G. Okay, now if you are looking at the music, you'll see that we've gone down to our G. You can also go up to your G if it's easier. So your D, so you go back down. So you go D, C, B, A, G. And you find it's 1, 2, 3, 4. If you count the notes that you're playing, it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So it goes D and then down to G. And then the third note that we're going to play today is, once you find your G, if you go up 1 note, so that's an A, that is the third root chord that we're going to play. So I'm going to play all 3, and just really slowly, just work out where you are. You can do it wherever you are on the keyboard, so you can go wherever you are, if you want to be low. If there's 2 of you watching this, that's fine. One go high, one go low. I'm just doing it in the middle because that's probably where most people will be doing it. So D, G, A. Okay. And that's basically the song. That's basically the song. We're going to the rhythm that we're going to use. So if you kind of come and clap with me, is we're going to go walk, jogging, walk, jogging, walk, jogging, walk, walk. Okay. So crotchet, quaver, quaver, crotchet, quaver, quaver, crotchet, quaver, quaver, crotchet, crotchet. Okay. Walk, jogging, walk, jogging, walk, jogging, walk, walk. Okay. And that translates onto your keyboard as D, 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 G, 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 A, G, A. So what we're going to do to start with is we are going to get our hand ready. Okay, we're going to just use our right hand for the time being. And we're going to put our right hand, just for now, for people who are, this is like your first thing that you've ever learnt on a piano. What I would like you to do is I'd like to put your little finger on the D and then let the rest of your hand kind of naturally go over the white notes. So I'm going to try, and I wonder if I can get that any closer. I'll try and zoom in on that for you. So basically your hand is naturally over the white notes. So from the top it's D, C, B, A, G. If you do know what you're doing, I want your thumb to be on all of that. Or your thumb, because we're going to play the tonic triad. Okay. Playing the piano, you need to keep your fingers nice and curved. It kind of has to be a bit curvy and a little bit kind of looking a bit like a claw. So that when it's on there, you can fit a sausage roll up and down underneath your hand. So yes, so basically if I get that pen that's happily there, I can get that's not going to be seen by anybody. There's basically a pen. Hang on, let me try and move this camera here. So my hand is nice and curved, like that. So we're all good. So I want a nice curve there, and then you can fit a sausage roll up and down. Okay. So D, G, A, and all we're going to do is we're going to use, so it's our little finger, our thumb, and our first finger. So we're going to go D, 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 G, 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 A, G, A. So that's, I'll do that again. Look, that actually works quite well. So we're going to go 5, 5, 5, 1, thumb, thumb, 1, 1, 1, thumb, 1. Okay. And that is basically how that works. And that goes throughout the song, apart from one little bit, which I'll explain to you in a little while. So if that's kind of like you're blowing my mind, Adam, I've learned 3 notes. That is amazing. Everything I say from now on, when I play along with that, you'll be absolutely fine. For those of you who do kind of know your music, your tonic triads, it's all major. It's a really nice little kind of ditty. So it's a D major, so that's a D, an F sharp, and an A. And then with your left hand, we're going to just play our root notes for the time being. So we're going to go. And if that's basically where you want to go, that is great. So what we're going to do is we are going to just have a little playthrough of that, all of us together. When we start the song, there's a little bit of a start, there's a little bit of a little run. I'll show that to you in a second, because that just gets a little bit more confusing. But that's basically how it all works. So we're going to go D, 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 G, 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 A, G, A. And we're going to go round and round and round, okay? So for those of you playing it with your hands, little finger, thumb, first finger. Yep. Those of you playing your chords, it's all major, D major, G major, A major. I'm going to go with your left hand, just kind of give us the root notes. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? So you're going to go 1, 2, da, 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 bum, ba, ba, ba. Shake it up, A, D, D, G, 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 A, twist and shout, D, D, G, 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 A, G, come on, D, 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 G, 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 A, turn it all out, D, D, G, 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 A, da, 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 very aware that there's a camera on my face and that'd be weird, G, A, D, 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 G, 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 A, D, A, D, 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 G, 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 A, G, A, D, 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 G, G, Then there's a little bit more because they do it, but I'm going to do it just with my fingers so that people who are playing it like that can see. So it goes D, 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 G, 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 A, G, A, D, 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 G, 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 A, G, A. And then that's the point where we get to the R, where they wobble their head a lot. And that is a bit of fun. So what we're going to do with this bit, if that, by the way, if that is kind of like, you're like, Adam, my mind is blown, stop now and do that whenever we do it, and you will be absolutely fine. Okay, so D, G, and A. Learn those notes today and you won't go far wrong. But for those of you who are kind of with me and you're enjoying it, we'll move on to the R's. I'm aware that we are steaming through this, so I apologise if you're struggling. Send me loads of messages. We just really don't want it to go over too much over 20 minutes. Okay, so yeah, so the R's, that's the other part of this song. So what you need to do is you need to get your thumb and you need to put your thumb on your A. And this bit is all jogging. So jogging, 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 D, 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 G, D, G, A. Back into the verse, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to put your thumb on your A, your first finger on your C sharp, and your middle finger on your E, because then that means that your little finger can move from the G to the A. So let me just show you that here. Oh, I've just knocked my microphone over. I need a third camera, don't I? And it's backwards, so that's no use at all. So you're going to go A, then your first finger C sharp, then your middle finger E, and then your little finger G, and then what you can do is go there. If you have tiny fingers because you are 7 years old, don't panic. We can play around with it. Just kind of do as much as you can. If you're stretching and doing whatever you want to do, that's fine. Don't worry. As much as you can add. Basically, what we're doing, if we were playing it as a group, is we're helping our singers, because the singers, that's quite hard. You know, the singers, they need to think about that. They really want to hit the note. So what we're doing is we're just giving them that backing so that they can hear kind of where they're pitching. Because obviously what we're doing is we're learning about playing in a group and doing all that sort of stuff, just maybe not over the internet. So let's do that again. So it's going to go A, up to the C sharp, then the E, and the G, A, 1, 2, shake it up, baby, now, twist and shout, can't help but wobble your face, wobble your head when you do this. I'm touching my face a lot today. Again, what's wrong with me? So that's basically how the song goes. If you can do those bits, you are absolutely fine. The only other little bit that you need to learn is the ending, which is the same as what we've just done, but it's a little bit quicker. So it goes A, C sharp, E, D. So it goes A, C sharp, E, and there's just a tiny little run, which the music's there. If you can't do it, don't worry, just stay there. And then, but the guitars and the more advanced keyboard players will go ba 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 bum, and then it's a big D again. D. There's just a little break because the drummers like to make some noise and get noticed, and I don't know. You know what drummers are like. I don't understand them. So that's the song, and it's very basic. If you're a bit more advanced and you're kind of reading music and you want to kind of play along with the melody, look at the music and you'll find that it does kind of, I've got the music up over here, which is why I keep looking over there. You'll find that the music does have that all in it. So kind of a basic version again. As I say, quite a lot of the keyboard players that we're teaching at this sort of level on this song are quite, they're still beginning, so we don't make it too difficult. So if you want to make it kind of advance yourselves and kind of do some jazz and stuff over the top of it, you are more than welcome. Send me videos. It'd be lovely to see what you're doing with it. But you'll find that on there, it's just the very basic melody. So it goes, shake it up, baby, twist and shout, come on, baby, work it on out, just little girl, just so fine, come on baby, know you're mine. That's your melody basically. If you want to add to that, brilliant. As I say, generally what we do with BackBeat, especially with the keys, is we'll kind of do a level of music which is kind of somewhere in the middle of everybody. And then we can take out the bits that are useful to other people. So that's that. The only other thing that I would say is if you are wanting to use your left hand, yes, I'm looking at you, my more advanced keyboard players. If you're listening to this and watching this, good morning, hello. With your left hand, get that rhythm going. So D, 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 G, 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 A, G, A. I messed it up then. You get the idea. Have a go at that and see what happens. Right, we're at 20 minutes, so I'm going to stop. Have a absolutely wonderful weekend, everybody. Stay safe, stay well. Don't mess around too much. Make your mums and dads cups of tea if you are old enough to do that. And generally have a lovely weekend. We are going to come back next week. We've really enjoyed doing it this week. The feedback has been absolutely lovely. So next week, what we're going to do is officially with BackBeat, it was going to be a recap week. So we were going to do a bit of everything and do some band practice and stuff. So what we're going to do is we are going to recap one of the songs that we thought everyone enjoyed last time, which also happens to be quite an easy one for us to be able to explain over the internet. I know if you have lessons with us, this is kind of going back a step, but you know, it's cool. So we're going to do Sweet Dreams. We're going to do Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics. So if you have lessons with BackBeat, you should already be all over this. And if you don't, then there's lots of really interesting things to do. Keyboard part is quite fun. It's a little finger kind of knotter. Guitars, you're going to do the Marilyn Manson version. Drummers, you're going to do a bit of both. And when we do the singing, we're going to do close harmony, hold your head up, and all that sort of stuff. So next week is going to be the Eurythmics. The week after that is going to be Should I Stay or Should I Go by The Clash, which is a new song for everybody. And then we're going to see where we're at. We've also managed to, we've got the, I'm saying that because I have a great big whiteboard over here. This is basically my desk area. Yesterday we sorted out the syllabus for the winter term. So that we can basically put whatever we want in the summer term whenever we're all released. But winter term's all ready to go. I can tell you that we're going to have some Florence and the Machine. We're going to have some No Doubt. Have some Primal Scream. Going to have some Fleetwood Mac. Some Ed Sheeran. Some Stevie Wonder. We've got some AC/DC. What else can I see? And then because it's Christmas, The Darkness and Wham. Christmas, parents. We're planning for Christmas. Oh. Okay. With that, I am going because I've just scared myself. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Have an absolutely wonderful weekend. Keep on sending us messages, direct message us, all that sort of stuff. It's been lovely to kind of spend some time with you guys in the weirdest way possible. All right, be good. I am going now. See you later. Toodaloo. Be good.